It's a ginger throat.
Welcome, guys. Welcome to a couple of things, as you already know, guys.
Welcome to a couple of things. Excuse the voice, guys. I had a very long night.
Why? Where were you?
Me?
Yeah.
I was at the place you sent me to go to last
I didn't send you any message. Who sent you a message yesterday?
Anyways, I was out partying, guys. Woo! I partied without Mamus. This was fun. I won't lie, baby. Damn, I partied without you. I was grooving there. I was on the stage. Like,
You know, you're such a, like, you're just here hyping your own horn when no one is even here hyping you. You were out, but you were messaging me the whole time.
yeah, because I missed you.
Guys,
I was just checking up on
he
you.
was messaging me the whole time. He's supposed to go out and have a good time
Because
without
we're
me.
married.
And he's like messaging me and saying all kinds of things.
Where's the ring?
He was messaging me like, oh, I miss you, baby.
Where's the ring?
Are you okay?
Guys, wait.
It's not the same without you. Because he got that mammoth spice and,
Wait.
you know.
Rewind. Where's the
What?
ring? Baby, where's the ring? So, where's
Don't
the
show
ring?
these people my ashy hands.
So, you go out without the ring.
I'm not out, I'm home.
So, but no, you even at home, you're supposed to have your ring.
But I'm with you.
So, because you're with me, I'm the ring. Hey, guys, man's going on.
Put that thing on. Baby, you look so good with your ring on.
No,
like,
guys.
really sexy. So
Let's-
put it
let's
on.
be serious
No,
now.
leave it on. Leave it on, please.
No, please, a woman should never put a ring on a man's hand.
So on our wedding day when I was putting the ring on your head.
That was when we were saying the vows. We're not putting any vows now. So,
Okay, what's
stays
the idea
like
of a
that.
woman not able to put a ring in your
You don't, it's like proposing to me, like you're proposing to.
So you can't, I want to
Guys.
propose to you.
Hey, what's up, viewers? How you guys doing? Listeners,
please,
everybody, how y'all
please,
doing?
pause. I'm not, I don't, anyways, listen.
But no, look,
Man, no intimate, we no
look,
consent,
it's like
so,
you,
yeah.
it's like you proposing to me, wanting to put a ring. No, I'm supposed to be.
No,
the
but
one going on my knees.
like, we're already
And I'm
married,
like,
baby. I was just saying put on the
Yeah, I
ring.
could. Yeah, that's what I could do. I could go back and put it onto your finger. See.
Oh my God, look how big, like, guys. Oh my God, let's see if two of my fingers can go.
This is body shaming, guys. I'm being body shamed
Oh my God.
on our podcast. Wow. You want to compare hands as well?
Oh, no, we're not
Shall we
doing
compare
this.
hands? Exactly.
Wait, please. Cut. Whoa.
Okay.
Yeah, you didn't do that.
It's body shaming, guys.
Baby!
Mama just body shamed me on our podcast, saying my fingers are too thick.
You are being shady.
Okay.
Well, guys, welcome to a couple of things.
It's all good. Welcome, guys. To those of you that are new to the channel, please subscribe.
You know, couple of things.
Like,
Subscribe, share.
comment.
Just be a part of this moving train. That's what I'm saying to you guys. Be a part of the movie train. So
Yeah, I think we love everybody that's subscribed, share, keep posting, loving it.
commenting,
Comments.
suggesting,
We love
whatever,
it.
you know.
Suggestions are good. We thank you guys.
Yeah.
Once more, I think I'm learning quite a bit. So
You're doing very well.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
For somebody that's been always hidden in the back end,
Yeah.
always pushing my moose at front, but now my moose goes up. No
No ring, no baby.
ring. When she goes out partying, she removes the ring.
I don't remove my ring. Listen, let me tell you, I'm just
Yeah, what's the word?
what's
you're
the
looking for?
thing? I'm trying to
You ginger their life.
listen, I don't need a ring on my finger to be faithful to.
Mamus, that's a lie.
So
Do you know
I
these guys don't?
I know I don't
Mamus,
have to have
these
a ring
guys
on
don't.
to remind myself.
They
that I'm-
pounce even more when you don't have a ring.
But they do even when the ring is on.
But now at least they know they're gonna have to work harder, a bit harder, because now they see the
With
ring.
me in general, you have to work harder.
The fuck?
There's no like what you're talking about.
Yeah, they feel yourself. This
Now I
woman.
feel myself small. I beg leave me.
Anyways.
I beg you. So no, I don't think guys even. It doesn't matter whether there's a ring, there's no ring. Ugh.
Yeah, so even me, I mean, for me, it's actually worse. The minute I have a ring on,
They
it's
come
a
like,
problem.
like
They come like flies.
Yes. But I just like the ring for you because it looks good. Like you.
Yeah, but it's problems. That's
not a problem.
It's problems.
It's like,
Imagine
that's
you
my
and I are
property,
out.
you
Listen,
know?
you and I are out. Just picture this in your head. You and I go out, right? Everybody else, just picture this. We go out. We're sitting there on the table. You go to the bathroom, right? So you take your bag, you take everything, you go to the bathroom. And I'm standing there, sitting there on the chair, and I'm on my phones. This chick just sees the ring. She's seeing the bracelet, she's seeing the watch, thinking, yo, gotta get me some
She's
of
not
this.
just seeing that, she's seeing the person and she wants to get
But
involved.
listen, yeah, but then, you see, but it's the ring more because statistics says
Really?
women want a ready-made man.
True. Can you
Right?
guys comment
Right?
and let us know if you
Yes.
think that men that are married attract women, you know, like,
Well,
yeah.
men with the ring.
Men with a ring on, is it like a thing
Right.
that women want to go to? Is it because you guys are like, because a married man is more responsible? Is that what it is?
Not all married men are
No,
responsible.
it's perceived. No. Like
Yes,
a
it's
side chick will
perceived.
see like, okay, this guy is responsible, he can take care of me, and he's got something to lose. So if a side
Yeah.
chick is gonna approach, it's like, you know.
I guess so, but not all married men are responsible, and not all women are responsible too.
Yeah, but yeah, that's not our topic anyway. So we're just like
Right. So
goofing around and just talking around about like.
it's
Speaking of married men
oh my god.
and marriages and stuff, I wanted to talk about when is the right time as a newlywed couple to start a family? You know, when is the right time to say, okay, we've been married for 6 months, or we're married for 2 months, or a year, or 3 years, or whatever the case may be, and we're deciding to expand our family and have children. When do you think is the right time to do that?
Ooh, that's easy. So now we're talking about people getting together.
Marriages in
married.
a relationship.
We're not talking about people getting together when they've had
I'm
kids
talking about
before.
family planning, guys. This is family planning.
Okay, just so I know, because
not
with you-
when you know it just happened. It
Right.
happened. Like I'm talking about. This is a specific thing. So please, guys, don't think that I'm generalizing this thing. It's a specific.
Okay, so now you're getting
Conversation
married,
we're having.
and now you want to decide to family planning.
Like us, when we got married, we had to have a conversation about when we want to start a family. We want to, you know, and
Plan it.
yeah. So, and we got married young. So, I'm saying, when do you think is the right time, and what are the things that you should consider when
Hey
you
man,
want to
look,
start a
I'm gonna
family?
start saying this. I'm scratching my head because man, these people are not. When these people come, it's a big decision to make, and one cannot make it alone, right? So you got to make it together. When these people come to this planet, God,
When is the right, baby? Answer my question.
I'm
when do you
getting there.
think is the right time?
right? So
to
for us, the
start?
right time was. I'm getting there, and there's something I actually wanted to say, but I'll say a bit later on.
Oh, did I stop you?
Remind me, yeah. So the right time is when both of you have actually decided, okay, we are ready to include another life in our own life, right? Especially when both your lives are busy. Now you want to have another a new life that you've got to dedicate 24/7 of your time to. They take over your life. We're talking about people, another life coming to take over your life while you taking care of that life, right? So ideally for me, I always advise people to take time in a relationship. Take time meaning get to know yourselves. You know, we just got married. Let me understand, you know, how do you like it?
Why you have to do it like that?
So you can understand. So you can see. Wait, it's spicy, right?
Why you have to do it like that?
So guys can understand that you gotta ginger things between the two of you. You have to enjoy yourself because guys, fuck it. When these people come, they can
can't pretend,
smell.
okay?
They can smell when you guys want to get together. They just come in between and just cut that. Hey, Charlie. Speaking as a father, so those fathers listening and watching, they would know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Just when you're about to go and plug a USB, they come there and they say, hey. Anyways, but listen, so the aim, I think people just got to take their time, get to know each other, right? Spend that quality time together. I'm not saying you're not going to have it in the future, but when the kids come in to a marriage and, you know, they're born, you've got to give 100% of your time to them. Excuse me. So it's not like you're
Especially
gonna
the
be.
first couple of months. You
Yeah,
have
the
to
first
adjust.
you have to adjust, and it affects a whole lot of things. It affects you as a mother. It affects me as a father because the first 6 months, ideally, the mother spends most of the time with the kid. So now I've got to come in and assist with certain things. Come in. I mean, we went through it. I've got to come in and assist with cooking. I've got to now stop
Cooking, please
complaining.
no,
Hey
don't
guys,
lie. Ah, yeah, look at that camera there and
hey.
tell them that you can cook.
This is where you're supposed to have my.
No,
I
you
can
help.
cook,
You
guys.
are. You
Mamus,
cook.
let me see
No,
you
you.
tonight.
Okay, no, I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
He can cook.
Yes.
The only thing is, I must eat before he starts cooking because it's gonna take 5 hours until that meal is ready, and
Some
the kitchen
things
is gonna be a
can't be
complete
rushed.
disaster.
Certain things cannot be rushed.
But he can cook, but don't
Yeah.
be hungry when Jan is cooking.
Absolutely.
Like you must eat before he cooks.
You've got to butter up
Yeah.
the,
But
the,
you
the
but
stuff
what
first.
where
Take
you
your time.
are spot on in terms of hands on.
Yeah.
Like in terms I think you're more of a no, I'm being for real and I'm being genuine. Like right now I'm being for real. Like you're very what do you call it? I don't want to say he's more responsible than I am, but in terms of and I'm going to be very honest.
I am more responsible
You
than
are when it comes to children.
A whole lot
You
of things.
are like top tier. Like top tier. Like I can't unmatched. I can't even compete. Like, so
Yeah, because
yeah.
the kids come from me. I mean,
my
they come from me.
Yeah, and just give this guy compliment. Instead of the guy just accept the compliment. He wants to turn the compliment into a bragging
I
session.
am the seed carrier, so
Yeah, you are the seed carrier, but a lot of people are seed carriers and then they don't.
Yeah, no, true.
Yeah, so it takes a lot for you to be a seed carrier and also be a caring and a more involved father.
Yeah, no, look, that's definitely a topic for another day. Being a present father is a must. Look,
Yeah.
So, I'll say this because a lot of these are things we see as kids, right? So, growing up, I saw my dad being there for me, right? So, through all the stages, even when the guy could have ran and said, guys, peace, this is tough, he was there. He showed us the tough times, the good times, the best times, the ugly times. So we then understood that this is the assignment, right? So you only have to carry the baton and then push it forward and continue. So if my father wasn't around, yeah, I would have probably done the same. This is where you have to now break generational curses, right? Because the father, your father, let's example, my father probably wasn't there. He left me at probably about 12 years or so. And I went through my life with my mom, whatever. A lot of people, a lot of kids, people that I know as well have the story to tell. That they go through the space and there's a void that they always try and fill, right? And they sort of replicate that in their life when they have kids, children. They end up having children. They love the kids, but because of the pressure at some point in time, they can't bear with it. They're like, look, my father left me and I'm okay. I'm going to do the same
I think
with
trauma
this kid.
can make you do either two things. Either cut the curse or carry on the curse.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I think it's something that male figures have to really work on. It's not an easy thing. I definitely do not sit here act like I've got it all together. It's not. Being a father, I think, is sure, it's probably the biggest pressure you could ever have next to getting married or whatever else. You have another life, you have to provide for them, you have to make sure they are, healthy, sound. You just have to be there to take care and provide for them.
And not just provide financially.
Yeah, and be there
You have to
physically,
provide
emotionally, all of that, spiritually, guidance, all of that thing. And that's where the challenge comes in because you can only pass on what you've had.
Yeah.
Right, so with experience, etc. So it's generally with what men have, that is another sector because every man has a different background that they come from. So when they pass that on, so like we, for instance, we don't like our kids to curse.
Yeah.
Right? We're like, hey, you hear the F word or whatever, we're like, hey, but they know what it is.
But they know what it is.
But then
even
you
there
go
are
to-
certain words they know they're not allowed to
They're not
say,
allowed
even
to
like
say,
stupid
Yeah.
or
Or if they hear people say, they actually get shocked. They're like, "Mommy, she said the bad word,"
yeah.
right?
Even if I
But then you
say
have
it.
families where we've heard it, where the kids say, it. Hey,
Yeah.
fuck you, hey,
Yeah.
fuck you, like it's like they're dishing out bread, right? And then when the kids look at it like, whoa, the father is there and this kid is saying this.
Yeah. But it's what they see.
It's what they see, but
Kids
it's more so it's what the parents have allowed. It's something maybe they grew up with, and that thing continues going
with it,
further.
yeah.
So again, having kids is
It's no
something.
joke,
It's no
guys.
joke. You've got to plan for it.
Yeah.
But when I mean plan for it, I'm not talking just financial, because a lot of people, when you say plan for kids, they think financially.
Because that's like the first thing that comes to everybody's mind if you're able to provide for the child. But then again, God is giving you those kids.
No, look,
He's
so,
going to
baby,
provide
hold
for
on.
them. At the same time,
Yeah.
don't be a mumu about it.
No, but look, I think every child that comes into this earth,
Yeah.
the universe has already provided for them.
Yeah,
As
come
they
to their
come
own
into
blessing.
as they come into this earth, everything is already coming through
Yeah.
for them. So
Yeah.
I think we just worry about how those kids are going to get provided for, because we don't understand the current situation we're in. But in the end, if you look at it, most of them always get provided for, and they have a story to tell.
Yeah.
So that's something that we must remember. When a kid is brought into this earth, they get provided for. I'll speak for myself. When my kids came in, every single one of them, those two, the first one, I just saw doors opening, right? We saw it. Things started to move. Things happened for them, for me, for us, right? My daughter came in, same thing.
Yeah.
You ask yourself like, okay, wait, I've been trying to do this for the past 6 months, but all of a sudden it's easy. It's like there's just, you don't even have to knock. By the time you're about to go knock, the door's already opening. So it's certain things that we will never understand, that you have to get to a level of understanding where you say to yourself like, okay, flip, I panicked quite a bit. And you're never prepared for those things, right? Because I was never prepared for. Let me rephrase.
That's
it.
what I was going to ask
Yeah.
you. Like, what are the things that you feel like planning for a child?
Right.
Like, I love the fact that it's not just financial. It's mentally also planning for a child. Mentally also wanting the child.
Yeah.
Mentally also so when the child is here, you've prayed for this child, you've trusted God for this child. It's like the child, you want the child to be here.
Right.
If that makes sense. I'm not talking about when a situation where the child comes unplanned. It doesn't mean that you reject the child. No.
I think even unplanned is planned, right? Because unplanned is planned, and it might not be planned for you, but the universe planned
it, yeah.
So whenever
Every child is meant to be that's it.
We'll
It's
talk
meant to be
with
here.
a different story about how
Yeah.
people deal with the consequences of it, but
Yeah.
when a child's born, there's usually a plan for the universe
Yeah.
to set up. But what I was about to say is that it's that
What you weren't prepared for, like what
unprepared
yeah.
for, right? That you're like, okay, how do I do this? Like, there's no guidebook. Like, even when I was asking my dad, like, hey, this guy's about to come, I don't know how to feel. He'll be like, no, relax, you do well, Just by those words from my dad coming in and saying, no, relax, you do well, sort of puts you in the ease, like, like, okay, sure, relax, you have this covered. And then I sort of wondered for the first 6 months, what am I going to do? But you as the mom obviously led or sort of, nurtured him for the first 6 months. And then after that, he gets to a level where he understands like, okay, this is mommy, but now there's another guy here. I need to sort of understand. As much as I spoke to him in the stomach.
You spoke to him in the stomach.
Yeah.
Don't make it look like I was just doing everything for the first 6 months.
Right.
I was the food for that child.
No, absolutely.
But in terms of stimulation, you did a lot of stimulation for Dio when he was, because you know how to baby talk and
I don't
do all
Google
those-
Gaga. I don't
and
Google
do all
Gaga,
those
Tigish, Gagush.
stuff. And he knew when he would come back from work, like
But guys, it's the
he
research.
felt the excitement when you
Yeah.
walked in. I know.
Yeah.
Like he would just like I don't know, he would get all happy
You
and
could,
like,
yeah, and
like
we could
it's
literally
yeah.
see the stomach at the time literally pushing, and you could see
You
all
know,
the hands and stuff.
the
So,
excitement that he would get when daddy comes
but
and
that's
daddy
the,
picks
that's
him
the
up.
research
and
you got
like,
to put in, right? So that's the research you have to put in, the willingness to know. You've got to be fully vested in it. It's not partially, and that's why I say when these people come, you must just prepare your mind that, you know what, I'm doing it all the way, no matter what. It gets worse when they get older. When they get to a couple of age and they start talking back to you, gee, I give birth to you and you're telling me this.
Yeah.
Aye.
And
God.
I think the stages
Man.
would be one, understanding that okay, now I've realized we want to extend our family, we want children, we have the kids. How do you still have to? We had our kids when I think, in my opinion, we started having a child at a young age. We're still kids ourselves. So
You were a kid, not me. I knew what I was doing.
yeah,
I
but
knew I
like,
had to take down those pants.
Child.
I knew what I was doing. I
Child.
had to pull those pants down.
I can't down.
I knew what I was doing, mamus.
Guys,
So,
I can't. You
can't tell me I
you
didn't
can
know what I
carry
was
on with
doing.
the podcast.
Child.
Yes, I had to get you.
Yes,
naked.
I know that, baby. But what I'm saying is like,
Shia.
wow.
No, sorry.
No, what I'm saying is like, and then as navigating our relationship, because guys, let's be real, having a child is not easy. It's a new territory you're getting into, and
First one, yeah.
first one, yeah. I think every child comes
Different.
differently in the way they want to come.
Yeah.
So to sustain your relationship also as a young parent,
Yeah.
as someone who has never been parents before, you've seen your parents parent you, obviously, but now you're doing this by ourselves. We're doing this. And now we must still make time for us as a couple.
Oof, guys, that part.
And
is difficult.
there's a lot of things that I think I wasn't privy to knowing before having a child. There's this depression that comes
Yeah.
to the mom.
Post-trauma.
I don't know what they call that, I don't know, I don't even know the term right now. But there's that thing that comes into play, and you don't even understand what you're dealing with. You have this kid, you have your husband to still, you're trying to figure it out. He's trying to figure it out.
And then you have the husband who's sexually frustrated because he's not getting their attention. Guys, must be real. Let's say it like it is. Because now I
So
can't
do
have
you
my
feel
wife
like,
to
when-
myself.
Yeah.
Or we can't play the same way we used to before. Because now it's either we wait for this
The little guy to go sleep.
No, this bugger to go and sleep because they come in bug. This bugger to go and sleep so that we could get on our stuff. But you probably want to get on to your stuff and she's tired, right? What do? You don't just run out there. You don't. I think those are the disciplines that you must have, the self-control that you gotta have because it happens, right? Those are things that at that moment I probably put the baby down. I help you put the baby down to sleep. I'm like, yes, he's sleeping. Checking there, he's fine. He's out. I come
Did
to
you just
bed.
do a breathing
Yeah,
test?
really. No, guys, true.
Guys,
Truth be
that
told,
thing is
that
real.
is real.
We used to struggle with that thing a lot.
We used to do a breathing
When the
test.
child would sleep so my son used to sleep for like 4 hours.
No,
We're like, oh my
longer.
god, longer.
6 hours,
Like,
8
is he
hours
awake? Like,
straight.
what's happening? What's going
I
on?
would go
Like,
and put my hand and test, is this guy breathing? Like, check 1, 2, 1, 2,
Yeah.
press. But not. So we had to do that. And he wouldn't wake up for feeding. At the hours we were told he would wake up to feed, which was very strange for us. We're like, doctor, you see by 12 this guy will be eating, but he's not. But what I was coming back to is the fact that there's a whole lot to deal with a child coming in from not just the parents, but also not just the wife, but the husband as well.
Yeah.
The sexual frustration comes with it, the fatigue, the stress, hormone imbalancements, the list goes on.
Yeah.
Right? And then trying to figure out these different emotions at the same time is probably the hardest thing I've ever had to do. Understanding that, okay, my son's crying, what kind of emotion is that? My wife is acting 3-4 people at the same time. You ask yourself, is it Mamuska, Mamushi? Who is
Wow,
this?
not Mamuska.
I'm telling you, so you ask yourself, who is this person at this kind? Who am I speaking to at this? So dealing with those different kind of emotions, I think for me was almost like a wake up call. It's like, dude, you need to sort of calm down, understand these emotions, and act accordingly. But yourself as well.
Yeah.
Explain to me what was going through those different characters. Mamus, Mamusi, Mamuyoi, all of those.
You didn't just say that.
No, I didn't say that. Because you were acting in and out of character.
Yes, I was.
Also, you know.
I didn't think at the time I knew what was wrong with me. I was just very emotional.
Guys, I'll be very honest. She would blame me for anything.
Yeah.
The door would bang upstairs. Like, why are you banging it? I'm like, Jesus, I'm in the kitchen with you. Why?
And I felt very alone, which is very.
And I was there.
I know. That's the thing.
God.
I'm telling you.
12 years later now.
No, baby, but I did say that to you.
All right.
I felt, and it wasn't your fault. That's the thing. There was nothing you could have done.
But you blame me. We'll go to bed. You angry at me, and I don't know what I did.
But I'm trying to explain, my love.
God.
No, but
I feel like I should have won this court case.
No, but that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. That it's not something that I don't think I did any research before having the child about post-trauma depression or postpartum depression. I had no idea. I didn't think it existed. I didn't think it was a thing. Like when the child would cry, I would cry. Like when he had to go back to work.
I had to baby both of you.
Yeah, like it was hectic.
Guys, wait. Even before, I understand pregnancy as well. She was pregnant. She made me go out at 3 a.m. to go look for mangoes. That was the most awkward thing I've ever... I'm like, 3 a.m., where am I going to find mangoes? I drove around several...
I didn't know you drove around.
I drove around several
upstairs.
stores, and eventually I think I ended up on one of these Woolies station type of thing, and they had like a mango
those
pack,
garages.
and I had to come back home almost like 45 minutes later to bring mangoes in the middle of the night. I have suffered.
You have suffered. No, but you won't pick it. And you're not the one saying you know exactly what you are doing. And that's the thing. When you say you want something, you want something.
You added punishment to it.
But I don't think I wasn't difficult pregnant. I didn't have a difficult pregnancy. I am just one of those people who I just felt very foreign.
You didn't have a difficult pregnancy, you were being difficult.
Yeah, mentally I was struggling. Let me just say that. I was struggling mentally. Pregnancy is not fun for me. It's just something that didn't...
Wait, it was the opposite for Gianna. Our daughter was like a breeze. Like,
no, both pregnancy was easy.
No, I mean even personality. I'm talking about personality, yeah. I didn't see the demon on you on Gianna. Not much, like less.
Yeah, because you're such a... That's the thing, like, I think it's a thing of a girl. Like, I think, let me say this. I was the same person pregnant with Dio and the same way pregnant with Gianna. It's because I was carrying this little princess, guys. Let me just tell you. Like, that girl could do nothing wrong for this man. Like, even in my stomach, I could say, go get me mango at 4 a.m. He wouldn't complain. He would go and buy the mango. He's like, listen to this.
No,
now.
but I'm just saying.
Like, it's even like saying, no, but you know, with Gianna, you were like, perfect.
No, I'm just saying in a sense of, wait.
What?
With Dio, the characters, your personality was just...
I think because it was different for both of us. It was our first time experiencing being parents-to-be. With Gianna, because you knew already my character, how I was pregnant. I think you expected like, okay, this is the routine of what's gonna happen. It didn't bother you as much. But either way, guys, I think...
But I want you to express the emotions that you went through. Like, let me know now. It's safe for you to tell me now. Like, you could tell me you were hating me, you didn't want to have sex. You could tell me...
No, I did. Yeah, I hated you 1 second and liked you the other second.
Yeah, like...
Yeah, it was back and forth. Like,
why?
I don't know. I was just so...
this is like, I feel like I'm doing an exorcism here.
No, I didn't. No, I'm serious. Like, I don't know. For me, pregnancy and sex didn't just go hand in hand. It was just like, it just was not it for me at all.
And for us guys, that's the moment the price goes up.
It wasn't it for me. And then having the child, my son,
Can you
was.
Ginger, please?
You can have mine, baby.
That ginger did me
It's
good.
burning me. Like,
It's good
yeah.
stuff.
So for me, it was like the emotions was just like, I was so confused. I felt so alone. I felt.
How did you feel so alone?
I'm saying
yeah.
you're not even letting me finish.
No, I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand. You know, when you say to me, you felt so alone. I want to understand at what state did I make you feel, alone?
No, you didn't make me feel alone.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It wasn't a you thing. It was a me thing.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
No, I don't. I'm being honest.
Baby, okay, let me explain this as much as I can.
Right.
After having Dionel, I felt alone emotionally. I felt like I wasn't. I felt alone. No, that's the thing. I felt alone. And then I was very protective of you and him and our unit being together at the same time. I didn't want you to leave me. Like, even
Leave
if
you go away.
Even, do you know how I was?
Oh, yeah,
Even
to the
go
shop.
to the shop, I would be like, I felt overwhelmed. I have this baby. Then I need to figure. And at the same time, I had help, guys. I had enough people to help me.
You had your mom. You had.
No, I had your mom.
Yeah, my mom was there.
And my mom was also there as well.
Your
The parents were there.
sisters were
I
there.
had more than enough help, but at the same time, I felt very much alone. Like I would cry myself, like just cry for no reason. Like if the baby's crying, I would just cry. And then if I'm breastfeeding, at some point, I also struggled with. I had torn nipples, so I didn't know of the cream that you're
Yeah, we
supposed
had
to
to learn,
use.
yeah,
I had
me
to
too.
learn those things. So there was a time that the child just bit me, and I was like crying,
Guys,
and it cracked. I was bleeding
the
here.
baby would bite the nipple. She would grab me and
I
almost
would. It
beat
was
me.
just like,
oh my god,
guys, it was
I'm standing
not.
there being
it
the
was,
punching bag.
It wasn't cute at all. But those are the things I'm saying, that sometimes you live and learn when it comes to life. As much as you can think you can prepare for children, you can never be too prepared. And that's where you have to just trust God and trust it. And for me, I was lucky enough to have someone who was understanding, a loving partner and family to help. And then when I got out of it, I spoke to someone about it. And then she was like, oh, that was postpartum depression you were going through. I went through the same thing. And I was like, my goodness. So I'm not alone, because in my mind, I was feeling alone. And should I have had somebody that I could express that thing to, that could understand? You couldn't understand what I was going
I
through.
did not know.
I didn't know what I was going through.
I was thinking you crazy. This
Yeah,
one
like,
lost
so, and I was even thinking, I'm like, oh my God, he's going to leave me
Madness.
after this. He's
Yeah.
probably going to want having babies. Even when you went to work, the day you went back to work, I cried the whole day. Oh my God. I cried the whole day. And I think you could feel I wasn't okay, because you kept calling like, are you okay? I'm like, I'm not okay. Like I cried the whole day. Yeah, but guys, kids, not easy.
But now, how would you put it? Now you've had both of them
Yeah.
as toddlers passing that stage. Now that you have them at this age, what's difficult
I don't
in
think
terms of dealing with them? What are you finding as a challenge having them now? So sort of in this particular.
Okay, I'll speak for Dio. Our son is going to be,
He's 12.
is 12, so preteen, right? So we're in that phase now of, I don't know what's going to happen next year. I don't know if this boy is going to have a girlfriend, and what type of girls does he like, and and I'm worried as a mom, because
Why are you worried?
no,
Want him
because
to-
my son is such a sweetheart. He's
Yeah,
such
let
a
him
people's
have a boy.
pleaser.
It's how it's supposed to be.
No, but
Go
like
for
I
it,
feel like
yes.
the girls are gonna take advantage of my little boy. Like he's such a people's pleaser. He's such a sweetheart. He's such as a guy who would he's so sweet. So if any girl is gonna take advantage of my child, I am coming. Like pause. I'm coming for you, please. So that's my worry, and I don't know. And he also has to have great taste in women. Also, I don't want him bringing me one bonga fish when not get head. Say one.
So you want to pick the women for him.
I would love to, because mommy knows best. I would love to pick the woman for my son.
No,
Like he
hell
must
no.
be in. He must go for a woman who will challenge him, but also who will.
Did my mother pick my woman for me?
That's a different
No,
topic.
it's not a different topic.
That's a
Please,
different conversation.
it's not
you know?
a different
How are
conversation.
you knowing that your son is going to be 13? How are you as a father raising a almost teenage?
So there's a lot of conversation I must have with him, and that I know that I need to have with him, right? So I need to have this conversation knowing very well that he is this particular age. He needs to know about certain things. There are certain things he knows that we have not discussed, like the sex part, sex life, sex stories, all of those things. He needs to know that daddy knows about it, and we need to have that conversation. I need to have that conversation with him.
How does that
I've-
make you feel?
It makes me feel normal. Look, it's something that you either educate your son about, or the world will teach him differently, right? So
And how to treat a woman.
and how to
Yes,
treat a woman,
Yeah.
absolutely. So he's got a sister, and that's where he practices,
Yeah.
right? So he's
Yeah.
got to be able to learn how to treat a woman from his sister already. Open
Oh,
the sister's
watching you,
door, or
how you
watching me,
treat, yeah.
how I treat my wife, you and the mommy, right? So there's a lot of conversation that I'm meant to have with him that we haven't even started speaking about, right? There's tons. When we speak about games, we talk about games, hey, FIFA this, that, all of this. But there are certain issues that just linger. I know that, okay, is he ready for it? I need to also watch the space.
I think
And understand.
I think kids are a whole lot resilient and smart than we give them credit for.
Yeah, no, of course,
I
they
realize when I have conversations
Oh, yeah.
with my kids, they know so much.
They know a whole lot.
And I'm
you
just
think
like,
they don't, but they know.
These
whole
people
lot.
know a lot, and I'm sure my son talks to girls at school. I'm sure there are girls he likes at school, you know.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I don't sugarcoat with him. So I always sit. I'm like, so who's your girlfriend? Where you dating? I beg you, don't bring. And I said, don't bring me one ugly girl, please. I beg, I can't stand. No, but that's like me trying to. And he's like, Mommy, no, please.
Yeah, it's
But
because of how you do it.
how I'm saying it, you know, and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I'm interested to know the kind of girls he's going to bring, and I'm interested to see how he's going to be as a teenager. I know for a fact he's a gentleman. That I know. He is respectful. Listen to me, I'm selling my picking. I beg you, make una no come say now, go look for my child and then come and target my picking, say now the guy you won't go for because I'm out here saying all these nice
Exactly.
things about him.
But-
just remember there's a Maya called Mamuz who's going to come for
But now
you.
you have also now you have a daughter too, right?
Yeah.
Who is 6, but with the type of knowledge that we have or kids have access to today, you would swear they probably double their age.
Yeah.
So what kind of conversation do you as a mother now start having with a child? Because it's going to be different. You have to raise her in this era with the kind of knowledge that we have. She's going to have to do probably 3 times more than what you did back in this particular era. What kind of conversation would you have with her now?
I mean, right now the conversations we have is mostly about
Makeup,
beauty. Yeah,
blah, blah.
she's so.
But that's the problem I
Yeah.
also have. Wait.
Okay.
I have to cut you there because that's another problem. You're not letting my daughter grow to that age. You
How am I not letting
Wait,
her grow?
Please allow me to finish.
Okay.
Guys,
Guys, this is
my
real talk. This is the argument
wait.
we have at home most of the time
Every
regarding the
day,
kids.
You're going to allow her to put makeup on, nails. Now she's like, I'm working with her. She's like, Daddy, I need to buy nails. She knows where to buy these things. This is madness. This is for a 6-year-old to know. She was telling me, like, Daddy, I need. She was telling me what she needed to remove her nails because nail removers. Because on the weekend she plays around with this thing, and then on Monday she got to go back to school. And she's like, Daddy, she's telling me before I go to the shop, guys, get this right, Daddy, please get me what's it thing the
Cotton.
the cotton
Yeah,
the
and nail
cotton
remover.
wool, the nail remover, and then there was something
Filer.
else. Filer. I did not find this funny.
No, why?
She is 6, not
Here's the
13.
thing. She is 6 and she sees these things.
She
sees
knows
her
what
mommy
kind of
put on
makeup,
makeup.
which
She
she knows.
sees her mommy does her nails. She sees all these things. So if I'm not going to teach her,
But
I
know
don't
when
want
to
her,
teach her that.
Yes,
right?
but here's the thing, baby. I don't want her to be running behind my back, because she will, and she has done it.
No, but you see,
to go use my makeup, baby, she does. If you're not
But
being
this is where
realistic
you have to cushion it. If not, she is going to skip stages. She's
not skipping any stage.
She's going
That's
to
what I'm
skip
saying.
dolls. She's going to skip all these
No,
other
she plays with her
kids.
dolls. She does all the kiddie stuff. But here's the thing: she's curious about makeup. So what am I gonna do? I can't run away from it. I'm just going to say, okay, Gianna.
Not saying run
I
away
even
from
gave
it.
her brushes and like my other makeup stuff that I don't use anymore. I'm like, okay, practice with that, because if I don't show her, she's going to learn it anyways. I'd rather she learns it from me.
Yes.
Yeah,
but
because
what
my
I'm
daughter's
saying
not
is-
going to be out here carrying last, guys, please.
Wait,
So,
you see now
yeah.
she knows lashes. I think you have to explain to her that these are not, and also there's a thin line where I want you to understand that she needs to have her own confidence built out first,
Yeah, I
prior
agree.
to the makeups and all these added on stuff, because that sort of builds an image for a
Of
6-year-old
course, yeah.
to think that to be beautiful and confident.
But I always
you
say
need
that to her.
have
I
the hair,
always
you
tell
need to have the
her.
nails,
I
you
always
need to
tell
have-
her, and she knows that Jenna is very confident
Absolutely,
in herself.
yes.
Because
Oh,
one,
that I'm
you
not-
pump her up all the time.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
that's my
So I say that to her all the time. That baby, these things are just an
But you don't play
enhancement.
with me, then why don't you do it? We need to be able to do it so that she understands. Because
She
at some
does.
point I'll tell her, Gigi, you can't put this. She's like, but mommy will let me do it. And I'm like, hey.
Yeah, because I'm only saying that, and that's why I only say yes, you can put it on, but it's not like I don't wear makeup all the time. And I tell her I don't wear makeup all the time. I don't do this all the time. It's when I have something to, an event to go to, and these things don't make who you are, because you gotta embrace your natural self. And she has curly hair. So that's another thing. She's like, oh, I want you to straighten my hair. I want you to. I'm like, no, baby, your hair is curly
The hair
and beautiful.
part is fine.
Just the way
I
it
don't
is.
mind, but
No, but
sometimes
I can't put iron. You see,
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
straighten
you've
her hair.
gotta know
She's
where-
young.
which
That's not the
is.
age. Yeah.
You gotta know what the
so
barriers are.
it's creating the boundaries, but also allowing her to explore her, like be herself. I don't want her
Yeah.
hiding and putting on makeup somewhere where
Yes.
I'm not there.
I totally
You know
agree.
what I mean? Yeah. And you pump her up all the time. You're like, Jana, you're beautiful just the way you are. I love your
the
hair.
nails,
If you're,
I like your
I don't want you to
natural
do your.
nails.
And then she takes it. And this is how I know that we girls, actually like and kind of also seek, in low key, seek approval from the guys. Low key. Because then she'll be like, oh no, daddy says he likes my nails like this, mommy. Daddy says he likes my hair like this, so please do my hair like this. So I'm looking at her like she's looking at you as the guy that she would, like, she wants to impress her dad. She wants to,
Yeah.
and I know when she grows up, if she's going to compare a guy, it's going to be,
My stand.
my daddy opens the door for me. My daddy lets me do this. My daddy, this girl also. But anyways, yeah, guys, yeah, it is.
No, but
This is called parenting 101.
Yeah, no, but in a nutshell, so I think parenting, there's a whole lot of things that we've actually learned. I've learned a lot. If somebody told me back, if somebody had to play this tape that I've lived out through these years back then and said, this is what you're going to go through, I would have said, no, wait, I'm not ready.
Would you do this again?
Probably not.
You wouldn't have a you wouldn't,
No,
like,
listen, listen, let me explain. No, the kids, I would have this.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Okay.
would you have? Oh no!
Yes.
Wait, guys! I want this on record. Oh! I just got excited. So, would you have another child?
Yes, I would have.
No, you just said no.
No.
You just said probably.
No,
Please
I'm
roll the
saying-
tape,
I'm
Mr.
saying-
Producer.
no, wait.
Roll the tape.
Listen.
Would you do this again?
Probably not. To what
You
I
said probably not, and that's what you meant.
Never yes, probably
So you
not
won't
in
have
the
another
fact-
one?
No, listen
We're-
to what
we're
I'm
done
saying.
now.
No, relax, calm yourself down. I'm saying, if you have the knowledge of you going through certain things,
Mm-hmm.
you know that this is what you're going to go through. You analyze it. You know that okay, you can face it. You probably on the spot make the decision and say yes, I'll take it. I'll do it. But if you don't know what to expect,
Oh yeah.
you most probably wouldn't do it at all. That is what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, if you're asking me now if I'm going to have another child, the answer is yes.
I thought that was the problem.
No, I would probably want a third one, right? Simply because I want another one.
As we end the podcast today, guys, it's been real. Thank you so much.
Wait, I need to.
Jan has decided to now just
Yes, we're gonna have probably on season 2. We're gonna have an announcement to make.
There is no announcement. The announcement
third
we're going to
child.
make in season 2 is the fact that this podcast is the #1 podcast in Africa. Period.
Okay, but in a nutshell, I think parenting is the best thing ever. I think my advice to everybody out there is make your own decisions. Again,
Plan
it, discuss it.
Be ready. This is something.
I
This
think
is
you
a
can only
beautiful
discuss
journey.
it, yeah, it
and
is.
it's a beautiful journey. And when you see your kids, it
you
makes
see
it
them
all
grow.
worth it until they start talking
But just
smack
know
back
that
at you.
just know that they are cut blockers, though.
Yeah, but I think there's different stages of parenting. There's a stage where you're going to be all hands on deck. There's a stage when they grow up and they become more independent. There's a stage where it gets easier. Let's say that. But it's different. Every stage has its own challenge. But it's fun all around. I love them to bits.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something, but I'm like, let me know.
Let's just go right now before this guy says any more thing that is going to just gasa this thing, So
Guys,
thank you guys.
please let us know. Put on the comments. Comments. Let us know what you think. How you parenting? It'll be great to hear from you. Peace. Till we meet again. Cheers.